Hello, boys and girls. We are working in the Lesson 24 section of our Reader's Notebook. Today's practice pages are pages 129, pages 130, and pages 131. These are in our Grade 1, Volume 2 Reader's Notebook. Go ahead and find page 129. Go ahead and pause the video and join us when you're there. Okay. Our first page, 129, we're going to be working on words that use UE, U consonant E, and U to spell the OO sound. So we're going to just practice. All of these words, notice, have UE, and remember UE says OO. So let's go ahead and practice them. Glue, glue, blue, blue, ooh, do, like my books are due at the library. Clue, clue. Okay, now we have the U consonant E spelling for the OO sound. So this is cute. The U uses OO because of the E. Flute, flute. You have to have the E there for it to say OO. Luke, Luke. That's someone's name, like Luke Skywalker. And Duke, Duke. Also, it's rare, but just an just a U can spell OO, like in the words flu and stew. And now let's do the page that lets us practice. Let's see. Not this one. We're page 129. Okay, so we're going to circle the two words in each row that have the same vowel sound. Okay, and basically the two words are going to be having the OO sound, okay? They're just going to have different spellings for the OO sound, which are UE, U, or U consonant E. Okay, let's have a look. So, there's a UE that spells OO. Clue, trust, true. Clue and true have the OO sound. They have the same vowel sound. So let's circle those. And what makes that OO sound? UE makes the OO sound. UE does. So we're going to write down UE. UE spells the OO sound in true and in clue. So now we're going to read these three words and see which ones have the same vowel sound. Prune, prune, sort of like a dried up plum is a prune. Wait, is that right? I think so. Prune. And then flute. It's an instrument you play in a band, a flute. Prune, flute. Hey, those two have the same vowel sound. Let me see this one. Float. O. That's an O. This said flute. That said float. That's a different vowel sound. How do they spell the OO sound? A U, another letter, and an E. A U, another letter, and an E. So right here, U hyphen E. So U, another letter, E. Okay, next row. Goal, goal, flu, truth. Hey, flu, truth, they have the OO sound in them. Circle them, flu and truth. What makes the OO sound? The U. So let's just write a U. Okay, tone, tune, rule, tune, rule. Those two are the ones that had the OO sound. They're the same. Tune, rule, a little bit different. Ooh, ooh. In any case, U, another letter, E. So let's look up here. It's this spelling. U, another letter, E. Okay, next. Blue, blunt, glue. Which two have the same vowel sound? Blue and glue. Circle blue and glue. What makes the oo sound in blue and glue? The UE. The UE. Okay. Nice work. Okay, you can pause, or if you're ready, go ahead and join me on this page. I don't normally do these, but I will this week. So we're going to work on this page first. It says to read pages 136 and 137. And then we're going to draw a tree with leaves and roots and use green arrows to show how food moves and use blue arrows to show how water moves. So let's get to page 136, 137 in our book. Okay, hey, they're using arrows. It says, here's the roots right here. You see them? See, what do you think what's going on here? Why are there arrows? What's going on? Roots do something more. They take water from the ground. They carry the water into the trunk of the tree. And the trunk carries the water to the branches. The branches carry the water to the leaves. Hey, now I see the arrows going down. I wonder what that's about. Now all these arrows are going down. Hundreds and hundreds of leaves grow on the branches. The leaves make food from water and air. They make food when the sun shines. Look at the sun shining on them. They're making food from the sun's rays, from the sun's energy. The food goes into the branches. Okay, you see it going into the food that they make from the sun goes into the branches. It goes into the trunk. So it goes down here into the trunk and into the roots, which you can't see. It goes to every part of the tree. Okay, we have to remember this picture because we're about to draw it. Okay, remember. I'm going to have to put it over here. So go ahead and get some markers out. Because it's going to be a tree, I got my brown marker for the trunk, my green marker for the leaves. Oh, wait. We need the green arrows to show how the food moves. So let's just make this into a generic tree. I don't know what generic means, Miss Gillum. Okay, just a plain old boring tree. Okay, so it says draw a tree with leaves and roots. Okay, so let's first do that. Here's the ground. Here's the trunk of the tree. Maybe I should do this in a black crayon because we're going to have to use brown arrows. Wait, no, we have to use green arrows. So I'm fine with the brown. Okay, so I'm going to make the roots. So they have like roots, sort of look like branches, don't they? But they're under the ground. So let's just make some roots. They're holding that tree. There's got to be a lot of them to hold that tree up straight. Okay, I made a whole bunch of roots. You try it. Okay. Now here, I'm not going to color it because I want to be able to put arrows. And it says draw a tree with leaves and roots. Oh, I have to draw some leaves. So I'm just going to go like this though. Okay, because I'm going to have to be drawing arrows in a minute. And you know what I'm going to do? They didn't say to do this, but I want to make the sun. So that means I got to find my yellow crayon. I don't even know if I have a yellow crayon. No, I tried that one. That was a green crayon. Well, I can't find my yellow for the sun. Oh, yes, I can. There's it. Okay. Let's make the sun right here. Whoops. Oopsie, that was a big oopsie. Here's my sun. I put it right here because it's going to be letting its energy go to that tree. So now let's go ahead and do our arrows. Draw green arrows to show how the food moves. Remember how the food moves? It goes from the leaves to the branches to the trunk to the roots. Okay, so it's going like this from, and it's keep on going down through the trunk into the roots. So it's made up here in the leaves because of the sun giving the leaves energy. That's their food. And then that energy gets down into the ground. So let's use our green arrows because it told us to. Okay, now it says to use blue arrows to show how water moves. Do you guys remember how when it rains or when someone waters the lawn, it soaks into the ground. So now it's in the ground. And what do the roots do? They suck it like straws up this way into, okay, so let's just go up. The water is going up, 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 up into the tree. If I had some branches, let me just make a few little branches here. Okay, then I could show how it's going up into the branches, and once it gets to the branches, it can get into the leaves. And that way the leaves won't wilt. Oh my gosh, there's a lot going on in that picture, isn't there? So, sun radiates its energy onto the leaves. Leaves make food out of it. The food travels down through the branches, through the trunk, down into the root system. But the water gets sucked up. Okay, so now we get to, and you can stop it here. I get that you might not be done. So go ahead and pause it and then join us to do this page. It says to draw the apple tree in each season and start with spring and write the name of each season. Okay, so let's get some markers out. These are the colors I chose. Okay. If I were you, I'd get like orange and yellow so that when it's fall, you'll have some more colors. I have my broken yellow crayon, and I think I'll get my orange marker right here. Okay, I think I'm good. So we have to draw the apple tree in each season, and we're starting with spring. Let's just write our season words. Spring. Okay, what's the season after spring? Summer. That's when it's super hot and all the leaves are big. In spring, the leaves are little. Spring. Summer. Okay, so now the leaves are going to be super big, and then comes fall. That's when the leaves change colors. And then some wind comes by and knocks them off. And after they're all knocked off, the weather's getting colder and it is winter. So for our trees, let's just put whatever we can see. I don't want to have to do the whole root system. So let's just make our tree sort of look like this. And then we'll just add leaves depending on what the season is, okay? Okay, so let's color our trunks. I'm trying to be very efficient here. When I was in first grade, I did not draw trees like this. I would make a rectangle for the trunk and a circle for the top part, but they're making us have to be more detailed, so we're just going to play the game. I know in spring, the leaves are super small. So let's go ahead and put some super small leaves on our tree branches. They're just super small. They're coming out of their buds. Sometimes there are flowers on the trees too. If it's oh, it says an apple tree? Well, I wish I would have read that. Okay, if it's an apple tree, then they have pink or white leaves. So I'm going to really make a whole bunch of pink flowers on this tree and just a tiny bit of leaves. Because really they do start off with flowers. Okay, that's the blossoms or the flowers that you see on the apple tree in the spring. In the summer, the blossoms drop off the tree, and instead there's a whole bunch of tiny green apples and a whole bunch of leaves. So let's get this to make the whole bunch of leaves. So let's go like this. Just sort of fill it in with color so we get the idea that there's a whole bunch of leaves. Then we're going to have to figure out maybe we can get a different color green and make a whole bunch of green apples. Okay, let me see if I can find a different color green. Oh, let's see. I have my dry erase marker. Let's see what color apples that would make. Yeah. So I'm going to make a whole bunch of little green apples in the summer on my summer apple tree. Maybe you can use a different color green. Maybe you can use a crayon for the leaves and a marker for the apples. It's whatever you want because you are the artist. Okay, that's my summer tree. Now in the fall, guess what we have on the tree? Whole bunch of red apples. But we also have a whole bunch of dying leaves. But let's first make the apples. We'll make a whole bunch of apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do about as many as we can. Okay. Do you know that Mrs. Gillum has about 5 apple trees? Because she lives in Tehachapi. And when we got this property, the people here, they had apple trees. Okay, so now I'm going to make a whole bunch of leaves. And some of them are going to be orange. And some of them are going to be yellow. And some of them are, I can't do red, but some of them are red. If I did red, you might confuse them with the apples. And I don't want to confuse you. And some of them can be brown. I wonder if I have a brown crayon. I'm checking. Some of them can still be green. They don't all turn on the same day. So I'll put a little bit of green. Just a little. Just like essence of green. And some of them are brown. Okay, so there's our fall apple tree. And then winter, you just leave it like that because all the trees fall off of apple trees in the winter because they're deciduous trees. They're not evergreen trees. And that's your lesson. I enjoy doing that with you. So take all the time you need to finish this page. Bye-bye.